Hello, my friends around the world. We're back for a new episode as I profile fascinating people and projects in unexpected environments. One of my favorite country hotspots is Jimmy's Grill on Highway 29, just 30 minutes north of Pensacola. Jimmy and his wonderful staff came by to say hello as we introduced Fred to the world-famous triple pig sandwich.
Let's shave ham, bacon, pulled pork, cheese, and that sauce from Jimmy's Grill up here on 29. And it's my favorite sandwich from anywhere in the world.
The menu is truly fantastic, not to mention the homemade pies and cakes that are delicious and, oh my, sinful. And of course, you never know who you're going to run into in the countryside. My neighbors from up the road, our friend Trudy, was there celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday, Trudy. We headed back to Fred's home on Bayou Tahar, the carriage house, for a quick tour and a total change of pace. This is the garage bar at the carriage house, Fred Levin's home. And this car is very unique. It's a 1952 Rolls-Royce. It was built specifically custom made for Aristotle Onassis, who used to use it going from Monte Carlo to Paris. He had an apartment. It was delivered to him at the Hotel Maurice in Paris. So this was his town car, back and forth to Monte Carlo. And then of course when he married Jackie O, she also used it as her main vehicle. Years later, of course, Aristotle passed away. Jackie O kept the car, and then Fred found it and totally restored it, and we used to drive it quite frequently. It got to the point where really it's a piece of art. It's so well restored, it runs beautifully, so we built a specific garage just for it. This is our idea of tailgating. And of course we have a full-time mannequin here to deal with the detailing. Oh, as you can see, these are what they call suicide doors. So the chauffeur can jump out and promptly take care of passengers. And Fred and I used to cruise around highways and byways of Pensacola and just purr along in the sunshine.
You feel like purring there, Fred?
Oh yes, oh yes.
The oil and gasoline, everything has been taken out and a pickling solution put in. So if it ever does need to go to a show of d'elegance or wherever, we can certainly fire her up, but it takes a little. This took me a 50-point turn to get her in the garage at this angle, so I'm not in a big hurry to take her out again. But it's greatly enjoyed by all the dignitaries and fun people that we have that come to visit Fred. It becomes part of the seating arrangement and a nice little conversation, tete-a-tete, over a glass of wine in the back.
Philip, where would you like to go for dinner?
I think given the style and the mode we're in, I would say Alice's. How about a white tablecloth fine dining experience at Alice's?
We'll go to Alice's.
We love the food, let's go.
All right.
But we'll have our chauffeur take us, how about that?
Unfortunately, you couldn't, unless you unpickle this car, you can't take this one.
All right, so we'll take the Maybach.
We'll take the Maybach.
Okay, very
All
good.
right.
So we were talking earlier about our visit to Madrid, and one of the things that came out of our visit was our tour guide was Jose Aguilar Garcia, who is a very talented tour guide, an exceptionally talented artist, and a musician. He's a fascinating man. So Fred invited him to come and stay with us for a few months, take over one of the rooms, and paint a portrait of the new Frederick G. Levin cult. And this is the brand of Los Arcos, Jaime and Mercedes, the Spanish flag, the American flag. And this is from the 1930s, a bullfighting cape. These bullfighting capes, by the way, ceremonial, are absolutely gorgeous. They take months and months to make. Each one is hand beaded. The handwork on them is exceptional. It's exquisite. This one happens to be from the 1930s from South America, as a matter of fact. Where do we find this, Fred?
I don't know, but we were very much involved with the Contessa or somebody that was
One of the famous bullfighters.
one of the famous bullfighters, and there was a love affair somewhere in the middle of all of this. Oh, it was Frank Sinatra got Ava Gardner.
Ava Gardner.
Ava Gardner fell in love with the bullfighter.
Yes.
And Frank Sinatra came over and threatened that he was either going to kill himself or kill the bullfighter.
That's right.
And so now I remember
And this is all part of the get-up.
this was all part of the ghetto. But again,
Fred the
got me-
bullfighter.
Yes, but I don't think.
Hold on, Fred, this is
I don't think Ava Gardner would have gone for me. No,
Rest assured. I can dream.
that may have been Frank Sinatra song. I can dream, can't I?
Could be. All right, let's go on to the next surprise that Fred's got in store. One of Fred's favorite things to do is boating. And he's going to show us his very, very special boat. Let's do it. So a little bit of a windy day today, but we couldn't resist to show you the Hacker Craft right behind us. This is the 27-foot sports model that Fred bought. I went up with our boat captain to Lake George to personally select it and test drive it. It's a perfect boat for the bayous here in Florida. It's not so good in the waves, but it's great for flat water. It's really a lake boat. It's hand built with mahogany and varnished. I'm going to tell you more about it, about the motor and marine power in a future segment. You can see night when it gets a little sunnier. Yeah, Night Owl's ready to go already at the driving wheel. What do you think about the boat, Fred? One of your favorites?
It is a gorgeous boat.
Yeah, you see a lot of these up in Lake Tahoe, and it's similar to the Italian Riva that you see in Venice a lot, used as water taxis, and it's just a very stylish watercraft. You have to tune in to nightowlrider.com for a future episode, and we're going to take the boat out on the bayou. I'm going to take you on a trip around the bayous.
Look forward to it.
And don't forget, I'm going to tag you again. 6 a.m. every Sunday, I'm going to be broadcasting from nightowlrider.com. So put it on your calendars, wherever you've got them, put them on your phone, and enjoy it over a nice cup of coffee before you get to your newspapers every Sunday morning. Thanks for joining me on this special interview series, and thanks to my friend Fred Levin for being so generous with his time. Who's being interviewed next? No spoilers. Stay connected and stay tuned. Until next time, peace from me and Night Owl.